Okay, there are two theories here that are making the rounds. We'll of course have reporters joining us to bring you more context, but cops are investigating along the following lines. Investigating officers in the court have mentioned that the CCTV footage from the hospital shows the accused was accompanied by his parents, as we told you, a female and two elderly people. Now cops want to understand who that female is, as we told you, and they're checking if it was perhaps her blood samples that were used in tampering with the accused's blood. Now cops are trying to verify if the blood samples tampered with were that of the mother of the accused or someone else. That's the big question. Let's just go over to our colleague Yesha to understand more here. Yesha, I just want to lay this out for our audiences very, very clearly. We're telling our audiences that the accused was accompanied with two people. So there were his parents, there was another female and two elderly people. Is that accurate? Were there 5 people along with the accused? Tell us that and then tell us, because we know the angle we've been looking at so far is that the mother's blood was exchanged. But just bring us more context there.
So yes, in fact, as of now in the investigation, cops are trying to understand two theories. One they have before them is that the mother of the accused could have possibly given her blood for tampering of evidences. This they are suspecting because after giving her statement, the mother has been on the run. It's been 48 hours since the mother is not in the city. Sources have also said that she has escaped from Pune and is hiding somewhere, but cops are trying to understand where she is. So this is one theory that the cops are investigating. Only once when they can do a DNA sampling, because of course the blood samples and DNA samples of the accused have been collected. Cops will now try to conduct a DNA sampling of the mother's blood as well as that with the accusers to understand if the blood was that of the mother. Now, further investigation in the case, in fact, when the custody of 3 accused from Sassoon Hospital was being taken by cops yesterday before the court, they had mentioned that they have accessed CCTV footage of Sassoon Hospital. In Sassoon Hospital, when the accused was entering the forensic lab, was where he was accompanied by his parents, both of them, and there was a woman as well as there were 2 more people, elderly people along with them. In fact, the theory that they had floated was that these elderly people are his grandparents. However, according to the statement that was provided by the grandfather of the accused in this case, he before the court had mentioned that he was not present on the night of the accident in Pune. He was in fact in Delhi. He does not have a grandmother. His grandmother has passed away. So all of these details contradict the theory that the family had put forth when they had gotten these 2 elderly people along with them. So here cops are now trying to find out as to who that female was who was accompanied by 2 more elderly people, because the inquiry committee report in this case clearly states that there were 3 blood samples that were collected along with that of the accused. One was that of a female, the other 2 were that of elderly people. So here cops want to now understand as to who was this female who gave her blood samples, whether was it the mother whose blood samples were replaced with that of the accused. Parallelly, they also want to understand who these 2 elderly people were. Right now the focus is on the female, which clearly means that it could either be the mother, it could be the mystery woman, which no one knows about. Cops are trying to understand who this female was, which is why they sought custody of all the 3 accused in Sassoon Hospital case. They've also questioned some nurses as well as staff of Sassoon Hospital so as to understand the sequence of the events early on Sunday morning. The blood samples were collected just before 9 o'clock. In fact, a police investigation has revealed how from 8:45 a.m. until 11, there were 14 calls that the father of the accused had made to Dr. Ajay Tavre. Dr. Ajay Tavre is the kingpin in this case. Cops are also trying to understand if Dr. Ajay Tavre was promised any returns for swapping the blood samples, because apart from Dr. Ajay Tavre, there was Srihari Halnoor. Srihari Halnoor had there was rupees 2.5 lakh recovered from Srihari Halnoor's residence. Apart from that, 50,000 was recovered from the residence of Atul, who is the staff, the attendant at Sassoon Hospital. All of these 3 people are under the scanner, and considering that there was 3 lakh, which is clear-cut, visible in the investigation, that was made as a transaction for swapping these blood samples.
Yesha, we do need to move very quickly to a different story, but thank you for bringing us details. This is such an important